everyone, it's Adrian Leah. This is going to be a sewing video. I am going to sew the babusia cover for my featherweight Singer sewing machine. Um, it technically has a case that comes with it, but I don't put it in the case. I have it on my dresser right now, and it'll probably be in my dresser for a lot of the time, but I just wanted to make the pattern from the small quilt crafts book. I got this, I borrowed it from the library, and I don't have a teapot, so I figured that I could still make this. And for the most part, I have been eyeing a lot of the projects. I am going to make sure that it is over the measurements that I said so that there's some room and for when I'm sewing this stuff together. Um, I do have a color scheme in mind. Before I start with that, I want to show a mini project that I finished like literally this morning because it was on my mind. Oh, and I made a blueberry pie too because I went to Costco with my parents because I asked if I could get my toothpaste and the toilet wipes there, and I like to get the drinks there. So um, I also picked up blueberries, and I was so excited that I ended up making the pie today. I did have to quickly go to the supermarket to pick up some cornstarch, but it's complete. I'm also making this video because I'm letting the pie rest for a little bit. They say like 3 hours, and that's like my thing. By the time I'm finished making the pie, it's around 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I end up waiting. And sometimes I just sleep and then I wake up and I have the pie. So I figured that I think enough time will pass to where I could taste it. Um, so the project that I started was the heart. I'm thinking it's either going to be a keychain or a pin. I'm so happy with it. I think it well, I already tried it. Like I put it against my bag and I really love it. So this is how it came out. I'm proud of it. I know it's like a small project, but I felt like it came out neat and it looks like what I wanted it to look like. I did do a tracing of a heart that was in one of the patterns. Um, Not like it's necessarily I'm not really going by what I traced, but it it's kind of a visualization at this point. But I did make the marks for where I want the colors to be. So I am super happy with it. I did add some threading. I don't know how visible that is. I really love the threading on here because, well, the thread color is one that I really love. For some reason, whenever I see thread that looks like wheat, it I just really love that shade for some reason. And so I had, because I also have white thread and yellow thread, but it was making more of a stronger contrast. And I love how it gives some dimension to even the yellow areas, and then it's not super intense in the blue areas. So it does have like a bit of a flow there too, in a way. I also added that detail because I put the fabric inside out and then I had this part left. And so I was hand sewing that area, but it had like some fraying bits. So I decided to reinforce it with that type of detail too. For the maybe another one that I do of these, because I feel like I could make more of them. I think they're really cute. Um, I think I might do um, fold it for each side and then put it inside out. And so each layer, each side is already layered, and then it won't have the visible exposed fraying there. But if I do that, I'm also thinking maybe I would make the heart a little bigger because that's gonna be some more fabric to squeeze through to make it inside out. But I'm definitely gonna use this one. I will show it with my bag. So this is my bag. I got it for $2 from the thrift store and great purchase for me. It is a vintage bag and I feel like they hold up well. So I was thinking it could even be a pin because it like just kind of could go there. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to pin this fabric because it's, it is a vintage bag, but it's held up for the years that it's been made. But I could also hang this like as a keychain too. I might hang it on the side because the side already has other stuff going on with it. Um, so I think I could see it as a pin too, so I'm thinking about it. And if I could get it pinned. Like, this one, sometimes it goes in different directions, but I don't mind because I'm covering up something that tore this. Like it looked like something cut into it, and it had to be pretty severe or sharp to get through this type of fabric. But um, yeah, I don't mind. So um, I'll definitely do something with this, and I think I'm going to make a couple more of these. And I use scrap fabric to fill it, and it actually took a good amount of scrap fabric. I got like the super teeny ones and I put it in here. There's some longer ones that I put in here too, but things that I probably wouldn't put in my project. I could also put like yarn in them, but I'm happy it's it takes up more stuff that I might throw away, but I'm not throwing the stuff away anymore. So I'll put this down. If you're, I don't know, if you're curious about my shirt, I've had this for years. I actually cut it myself. So the sides are tied like up because I cut them and then into like different sections, and then they have some, well, it has wolf and other wolves down here too. I usually wear it with specific leggings. Oh, they're right here. So I wore this because I was just quickly going to the store to get the cornstarch. And these are the leggings that I like to use with them. Probably the main one. If not, I might have black leggings and I wear my boots with them too. I really like the sides of these. It is an effective look, I would say. So I was gonna wear something else, and then I realized that I had to. The reason why it was like put to the side was because it one of the straps like broke off, and I was supposed to sew it. And then I was thinking, should I just like use it as scrap fabric? But I do like the garment enough to keep it. So, and it's just the strap. It's not even like the actual other parts of the dress that are not um, usable. Oh, I knew that it was in here, but I'm also thinking like a jar cover. It's like it's so fun to decorate stuff. And then I have this other. It's like a combination of a romper dress because it has like the shorts attached to the top, but then around the waist it has like the fabric that's like the length of the long dress, but you can still see the shorts. So, because the dress part it goes down to my ankles, and I washed it with my other stuff, and I don't usually do that, and the fit is like different now. It still fits, but now I'm like, it's not as drapey as it used to be, so I had to like maybe adjust the straps or something. You know why I like try to find this pattern, and I don't know where it is. And I'm also thinking like I'm on the fence about doing one just giant order of the yarn so I have like I don't have to order again for a while. But I'm also like, am I gonna do a large order? Because I still have my garment that I'm doing, and I still have the other knitted projects that were from the East Coast that I haven't touched, and um, those are like super warm for me right now because the I notice all of them are above medium weight yarn. Well, the other one, the my birthday cast on, it's technically, is it a DK? But yeah, it is a DK, but I feel like those are fall colors, so that's another reason why I haven't knit on that one either. But the other ones, one is like medium weight, and then the other one is a chunky yarn, or using chunky yarn. So I I know that I'm not really going for those, but thinking like when the other yarn comes in, should I cast on something else, considering it. But for this cover, I'm thinking I would do a red and black theme for it because I was thinking about what's fabric that I have a good amount of. I was also thinking I could use the larger amounts of fabric that I have, like for the clothing, but I'm also like, I feel like those are more, they're not as patterned. So I feel like I'm gonna use, well, I'm definitely using fabric that I've been using for other projects, but I feel like this could be the main color, or not color void of color, but then there's other colors of it on it. I think I have enough. Do I have enough to fold it over? Yes, I do. So I could do this. I think that would be really fun. And I'm probably just going to eye it. Or should I do the fold it the other way so there might be more fabric room for, well, to do other things. I could fold it like this actually. Or you know what I've been thinking about? The honey bun dessert that I had from the market the other day. I kind of wanted to get another one. It is a little bit of a drive to go all the way there to get one thing. I mean, I could get like maybe two of them. But so I'm trying to think of like, because I also want to make sure I have enough room for the head area. So make sure like the other side. Me trying to just flip it everywhere. I think that should be fine. Like around here, because I want to make sure there's enough to do everything. And there is like an extension for the featherweight sewing machine. That part of the sewing machine flips, so I don't need to worry about covering it. I mean, I could cover it just because it does flip up to that top, but I don't know if I need it to, if I need to do that. I'm thinking about it at this, now I'm thinking about it. But for other patterns, I also brought out this one. This one is my new one that I got at a local quilt shop, and this one is kind of like the more expensive one. It feels really nice. So I think I'm gonna add it because it does have like a traditional type of patterning on it, and I think it would lend well to the design of this. Because I was also thinking, should I go a little wild with it? But I'm like, maybe I should go more traditional. Because, well, one of the grandparents that I was named after, like my grandmother, I feel like she, um, has like more of a flamboyant personality, and she would dye her hair like a fire red, and I thought that was fun. So, but I'm not going that direction. I'm actually going more traditional. But I could if I wanted to. Um, I have another, like, these are pieces of the red here in the box, but I do have an open or untouched one. I might have to go into it because of the details. I think I'm gonna make it in, I'm gonna like put it inside out, and then um, the thread will be exposed. I'm also thinking, should I change the thread, like to go with the colors of it? Because those are those other parts, and the thread is showing, but the thread that they're using is white, so I guess that's fine. And I feel like the face is embroidered on. Yeah, it's embroidered on. So that's, I'll get to that at some point. Or I could even make it like um why out of all the times when I'm actually going to reference it, like it's not coming to mind right now. The faceless dolls, but let me see. Motanka. So that could also be something to do too. Oh, that'll be fun. So it's like I'll have my own. Okay, well, I think that's where I'm gonna go with it. And then, well, I think I'm gonna have to get the red to go with the black. And then it'll just be like putting stuff inside out and um, Seeing if I just want to use the white thread, I think I might use the white thread for the design. So I'm gonna get the other red fabric, and then should I do, well, the color for the face, I do have this one, so I could use that. And I might use, should I use some yellow? I'll think about it because the main thing is the red and black. So I'm gonna, and I'm also gonna get the sewing machine. Oops, sorry, that was the box. So the flap that I'm talking about is here, and it's also made out of the material that the other parts of the sewing machine are made out of. Again, this isn't going to be a video where I finish it, but I have an idea in my head. I got this, and I have this, so I think that should be what I'm looking for. Or, you know what? I think it's coming together because now I'm just like, I have green. I was gonna use it for the burrow next. I have to see if I have enough. I didn't open it yet either. I'm thinking I could use it, but maybe, let me look at it. I used the smallest bit I remember now for the mushroom house, the door, and I also used it with the black too. Let me see, it might be, yeah, I think that'll be nice because these are actually the colors that I used for the mushroom. Um, very woodland, like woodsy type of um, colors because of what I used it for last. Let me open the book to the page. There is a little less to do this week because of the exams. We were actually supposed to finish the main coursework on Thursday. I still have the other coursework in the CPR thing, but I did read what I had to do for other things. They're like, again, they say that this part of the course is for you, and it's mandatory that you do it. Um, so I have to do something on Excel, and I'm like, they give you directions or like things to help as if it was a tutorial or something. I'm sure I'll figure it out along the way. The last computer class that I went to was like in grade school. Technically, I had it in college, but I went to a couple of classes and then I like stopped going. But I changed my major anyway, so it's not like, I mean, you should, well, do whatever. But I remember that we had the older computers in school and we were learning how to type and Excel. So those are those things. But I'm gonna figure it out. I'm sorry about my scissors in advance. So again, with the measurements, I need it to at least be, I feel like maybe 28 inches would be good. Is it gonna be for, can I do it like twice and then put both of those sides inside out? And I don't know if I have enough fabric to do that. So maybe I should line it with another fabric and then put that inside out and then do the black on the outside because I don't think I'm going to be able to fold it four, well, not fold it 4 times, but, oh, is it? Make sure that I could do the front, well, the inside and the outside with this black. No, it won't be enough. So I do have larger quantities. I'm gonna dip into the larger quantities of fabric. Sorry, I keep pausing it. I got more fabric. I like this one. This is kind of taupey, is it? Like a sand color. I don't know if it would translate, but I think it would go well with this. Again, it kind of feels like the mushroom vibe that I was doing because it was should I get my needles for this? Oh my god, I keep getting it up. The theme that I was doing for the mushroom. So these are the pieces. There's not that many. So I start cutting it. I might use my needles. I'm sorry, I keep getting up. So, cause I don't really want it to be like wonky wonky. Like I can eye it in other ways, but not the main part of it. And sorry, me just taking like the whole video, folding and refolding to see how I want to fold it. So I want to make sure I could get everything in there. Maybe like this. No. Worst case, I could cut it and then trace it with the other one. Or do I just not have enough in general to do this? because I'm looking at how tall I would want it to be because I still want the head to be at the top. Mm, Worst case, oh, it like undid itself. I had to rethread it, but um, I think I know for sure I'm gonna use one side. Well, I might like cut it at a different angle to get it to where I need it to be. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty large. So if I can't use it on two sides, at least I'll have it on the front. But either that or I could like piece other stuff together. Okay. Sorry, I'm taking so long. Yeah, I don't know if I could do the back like this. So let me try to just cut it right now. Once I have more here, sorry about the sound. I have scraps that I don't have the whole thing. Some larger scraps here. Let me at least cut this so it's going to be the front. That should be good. And sorry about my scissors. Okay. So what do I have here? I think it might have the potential of covering the whole thing, especially with the length of it. But this is what I have right now. Like round it a little bit. But this I feel like will be good. I don't think I have enough to do the other side this color or black. Unless I try to piece it in the back. Or the only, well, I have these, so I guess I could piece it together. But do I want to piece it together to just make the back? Or just do it something different? I have pink. So let me check the pink too. Pink, can I do one side like that? I technically, I don't know if it's tall enough. I mean, I could shorten it. Can I shorten it that much? And if I really want to, I would edge it in something else. Because I don't have enough for it. Height-wise. I think I could do that. It's not going to be as tall. And that's probably not the worst thing either, because I did cut it taller than what I needed to. Is this changing before my eyes? Because I actually have enough of the pink, and I'm like, well, if I have enough of the pink, I might as well just do a pink. I think that's what the plan is. It's what it called for. It's going to be a fairy sewing machine instead. Okay, let me just cut that. And I have a ghost one now for the black. Where's my scissors? Not much of the other side. try to move this over because I actually have so it is not pink. Okay. Sorry, just turn this. Okay. So this is the pink one. I think that's gonna be fun too. So this will be the front and the back. Yeah, that's a lot better. I still feel like it has the opportunity to encase the whole sewing machine. I think I might want to even this out. Just a little bit. But if it doesn't, that's cool too. So let me go through it one more time. Sorry, I barely did anything for this video and it's 50 minutes. And I brought out a lot of supplies, which is fine. I can put it back. I'll still have to line it though with another color. But at least I have the whole um, outfit. Okay, so I have, again, this, the outside, but I made it more symmetrical. Eyed it to make it more symmetrical. So I'm probably just gonna, well, since I'm not doing the black, I think it kind of changes the whole color scheme of it. So I want to do, I think I might go for a cream instead of this taupe shade, and I have that, so grab it. Okay, I have these red shades that I use for my pants, and this will be the inside. Thinking if I want to use the already finished edges, but these are finished and I'm going to put it inside out anyway. So maybe I could save those edges for something else. I could pin it. So I might just, for the rest of the video, I might just like pin and cut this. So that'll be the one piece that I cut for this project, but I think it'll be fun. And I'm not pinning it like so detailed because I'm not going to pin or sew all of these together. I was thinking at some point to get um, the sewing foot that would help with sewing different layers. My other antique sewing machine can do the layers. This one, you can still do it. It's not as heavy duty, but the the main thing that it does is like it's super portable. So then after this, I'm gonna have the um, blueberry pie. It's gonna be late or early. Maybe I'll pause it. So I pinned it. Now I'm just going to cut them, and I think that'll be the video. Right, I didn't get far with it, but the scheme is there now that I know what I have enough fabric of for this project. So maybe I should measure it. Let me just, it's a little further in. Okay. So it is going to be bigger. I think I can cover the whole thing if I wanted to. Here's the scissors. And I wasn't sure if I was going to pin it again to the pieces that I'm going to sew first together. Maybe I should see how I'm cutting things. And I'm cutting stuff with my right hand too. I mean, I could cut with my left hand. I just, whichever hands were convenient at the time. You know, I didn't think that I would sew this much. My best friend's like, she's like, I knew you were gonna sew. Wait. She always believes in me. I should make her something. I don't know what I'm gonna make yet. It'll probably be a little kitschy, because that tends to be what the style leans more on, is a little spontaneous and going with the flow with it. I'm sorry about my scissors. I swear I'll do something about it at some point. So if I'm not gonna use, I don't think I'm gonna do the red and the blue that red and green. I will see what I want to do. I could even incorporate some of this. I don't know. That would be kind of picnicky. That's fun. But it does feel like more of a spring babush. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'll do like a motanka. I'll see. Then I was also thinking if I do a motanka, then I could use yarn for the face. And I don't know if I'm gonna do this tomorrow, but because I do have to do my assignments. I don't think that's gonna take a long time, but I do have a drug exam, which is different from the quiz. It's all the drugs that we've had so far. So this is what that is. And now I'm gonna, I think the last thing, it's already past an hour. Maybe I could just pin the two together at least, and then I'll put it inside out, and um, then I would attach it together. Or should I, would it matter if maybe I could sew the back together and then I'll do like the different stuff, like the designs, and then after that I could sew it together so that that part isn't exposed. But I really pinned two of them at the same time. So that might be what I might do for the front, since um, that might be like, so I wouldn't be able to see it, as I said. So maybe I'll These aren't super distinguishable in terms of which one's the front and back. Well, one is more tan, so that might be the front. Maybe I'll do this off camera since I'm already past an hour. I did one of them, and I was running out of the needles that I wanted to use for these. I think these are like the dressmaker's needles, or the ones that you could use on finer fabrics. I will might not be able to see it that well, but okay, I think I might stop at any moment. It says not enough space, but I deleted something. Okay, so I put it inside out and I'll sew it. I am really excited for this one, so I'll see where I'm at with some schoolwork. But thank you guys so much for watching. I had to exit out of that because it's blocking the stopping button. I'll see you guys in another video.